You're a passenger in a car that's just been involved in a car accident and you're badly hurt. But the driver of that car, who may be at fault for that accident, is a close friend of yours. And you are afraid to sue them in order to get compensation. What do you do? Hi, my name is Jonathan Macri and I'm an attorney with Parker Waichman. And I'm here today to explain to you a little bit about this situation that happens a lot more commonly than you might think. Now, every day people drive around and are passengers in cars driven by someone that's close to them. It might be a close friend, a family member, someone that they've worked with for many years, many different scenarios, and this makes sense because, quite frankly, you don't usually drive around in cars with strangers. So let's say that that car that you were a passenger in is involved in a car accident, and immediately after the car accident happens, you know you're hurt pretty badly. Whether it's your back or your neck or your leg, something is not right, and it's getting worse. Well, the only problem is the person that was the driver of that car is someone that you know very well and that you don't want to get into any trouble, and you certainly don't want to cost them any money. What I'm here to tell you today is that you, A, are entitled to compensation for your accident because you were a passenger in a car that was involved in an accident and you weren't at fault. But the second thing I'm here to tell you, and this is the really important thing, is that you're not actually suing your friend outright. You're starting a lawsuit that's going to be handled by their insurance company. Now, in this state, in New York, everybody is required to drive with insurance. If you drive without insurance, that's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. So more likely than not, if you have been involved in such an accident, that person that was driving that car has insurance. When you start a claim for your injuries against that person, their insurance company is going to handle all of that end of what's going on. Your friend's not going to be in trouble, and your friend's not going to have to pay any money out of his pocket or her pocket for your injuries. Now, you're watching this video because, more likely than not, you've just been involved in some kind of a car accident where the driver may have been someone you know very well. And I'm sure you have a lot more questions. Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to give me a call. Once again, my name is Jonathan Macri from Parker Waichman, and I want you to give me that phone call because I have the answers to those questions that you have. I deal with cases every day involving car accidents, and a lot of the cases that I have are cases where the passenger in the car was the one who was injured the most, and the driver of that car was someone that a lot of times was a close friend or even a family member. So once again, my name is Jonathan Macri with Parker Waichman, and I invite you to give me a call so I can try to answer any and all questions that you have about your situation.